Marlene here, and welcome back to my second playthrough of Slay the Princess, the fifth part, the final part. So for this one, we're going to be loading off of the Thorn Princess from the previous part, which I do believe we can all agree is the right choice. And I guess now we're going to find out if I loaded all the proper files for the previous parts. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't have a lot of faith in myself. Either way, I will see you at the cabin. So for this one, we're going to be taking the blade. We're going to be going for the Spectre, which is the only chapter 2 I know that we haven't gotten yet, I believe. And it's also the one where we have to try to slay her and actually do it, no hesitation, and not check for a pulse, which I've been wanting to do ever since we got to the razor in the original playthrough. So let's take the blade. Let's do this.
You take the blade from the table.
Princess. Yep.
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I'm gonna do you proud this time, narrator. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open,
Yep.
revealing a
Probably doing her
staircase
favor,
faintly
as we
illuminated.
know.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
I guess we don't need to waste any time. Let's just get
It's
our
all
asses down
part
there
of the
and slay this
manipulation.
princess. Just continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason.
Don't need to say a word. We know what we need to do.
You walk down.
Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then?
Nope.
Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Oh, I don't think, princess. I know.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yep. You're not wrong.
You should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Yep, no hesitation. Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Oh, this looks so upsetting.
You feel flesh easily
Sorry.
give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it?
Probably not. Definitely not. We know this.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder,
Oh?
do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Nope. I know
So
better.
She's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
I don't know if she believes she's alive and well, but sure.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Hopefully this time I'm not checking to find out. I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve.
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there.
I'm not going to.
We should
Don't
make
worry.
sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
No, hero. No.
I really don't think you should do that.
Don't worry, narrator. We're not.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
Of course there is.
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
All right, you're right. She's dead. Let's just get out of here.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Excellent.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Well, I mean, we did just murder a princess in cold blood, but...
You did kill someone.
yeah.
Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Hopefully.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Well, that's depressing.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
I sincerely doubt it, narrator. We're doomed to nothingness forever, but I mean, great, at least your world's saved. That's bullshit. Let me out of here.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now.
I feel like I got this in the demo, but I don't remember now.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
This feels very new.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur.
Huh.
You've never been happier.
Just because you say it, narrator, doesn't make it true.
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
God, I hope not. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy, we're happy. No, I'm not buying it. Hell no. Do you have any idea of how to get us the heck out of here?
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
Go back for the blade, yeah?
The blade. Mm-hmm. We can use the blade to get out of this.
How did I know?
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Yep, I'm aware.
He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
All right, I'm still not convinced I'm happy, and I am definitely not convinced that this place is wonderful. Let's go get the blade, I guess, if we must.
Not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
It goes against everything I ever want to do, but...
Don't you dare.
I think we must dare. Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you. And
Imagine
you
that.
shouldn't do it.
Agreed, but desperate times and all
In
that.
a sense, we'd die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore?
Good point.
This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever.
Yeah.
I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
I know it will too.
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
This narrator's really creeping me out. Like, I know we have to, but it's like the one thing I hate doing most in this game, right after slaying the princess. This is not an easy chapter 1 to get through for me. You're right, I didn't like that idea. I'm just going to stick around and do nothing, at least for a little while longer.
What a relief.
As much as I also don't like making the narrator happy, but...
I suppose we've got all the time in the world for you to change your mind.
I'm sure I will eventually.
More
I already
happy
am.
time passes.
Yay.
Though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is. Not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
Creepy.
Please shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here.
Okay, fine.
The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears.
Not this time.
Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any
God
meaning to you
damn, how
before
long have
that
we
shift,
been here?
you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
I'm not feeling very happy right now. Good ending, you did it, you saved everyone?
You are already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
What is this? Okay, I did not expect that, but I loved it. Okay, I'm happy now. Are you happy, narrator? Okay, maybe I'm not happy. And I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good. Because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it.
Didn't this just happen?
The blade. I can hear everything you
All
say.
right, skip past this. Yep. Okay, now we don't even get the choice. You better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want.
Except we'll be dead. But yes, I will hold you to that.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An
No.
eternity of bliss?
Nope.
You ingrate.
Great. Dude, your idea of an eternity of bliss is a freaking empty cabin with a dead body in the basement. With nothing going on outside. That's horrible. You couldn't whip me up something a little nicer? Something with a hot tub, maybe? Then I'd be
Fine.
happy.
Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Yep. I think I did get this in the demo at least once, because I think she's skeletal down here, yeah?
The princess's
Yep.
body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Gorgeous.
You pick up the blade,
hello,
stab
old friend.
yourself, and you die.
Thanks, narrator.
The end. Nice knowing you.
Wow, that was like the most bitter, pissed off he's ever been at the end when we died. I didn't even get to say and you die. All right, chapter 2, the Spectre. Here we go. Seeing some new things this time.
You're on a path in the woods.
What voice do we get?
And at
Gotta
the end-
slay her or the end of the world. Yeah, let's just proceed to the cabin. F it.
A warning before you go any further.
Yes, narrator?
She will lie.
Lie,
she
cheat.
won't be a problem.
The voice of the cold. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only
I mentioned the
furniture of
windows.
note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yep,
It
we'll
feels
take
like
it.
no one's been here for a long, long time.
True.
Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
True. Let's just take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Yep.
It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah. Let's check out the mirror, see what the cold has to
Walk up to
say.
the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin
Yeah, we
wall.
look ridiculous.
I hope you... But there was a mirror a second ago.
And now it's
And
gone.
now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Okay, the cold. Let's just go. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Well, you sounded a little bit sad that time. Ooh, listen to the music here too. It sounds very haunted, very ghosty.
The room
as it
below
should.
is silent.
Is she not even gonna greet us?
Nobody's here. Naturally.
Weird.
As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
Let's do it.
As you descend the
Oh,
final
what the
step,
furrick?
the form of the princess comes into view.
Huh.
A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Well, I guess she's not gonna have a physical form in this one.
Okay. She's definitely dead.
Yep, dead.
It's just like I told you.
Oh, that's
Before
true.
you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the
Oh,
floor.
look at her. Hey, princess.
Two
Aw.
deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin.
Something so cute about her. Look at her little smile.
And
Aw,
finally,
hey.
the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
We've been here before, narrator. And we did a good job.
Ghost!
Okay, remember that.
Wow. How absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
I guess we'll find out. Is the chain still on her?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's you. Hiya, Keller.
Hey,
I was
princess.
hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Yeah, me too. Mostly a problem with my freaking happy ending after. Kind of sucked. Was not happy, no matter what the narrator said. How you been?
Princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently
Hey.
running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
Sounds interesting.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Could we, though? Let's just wait and see how things play out.
I see you brought that annoying knife again.
Yeah.
So, Are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that.
Too little, too late.
Fair.
You can still make things right.
Oh?
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
Oh, I know.
We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance?
Maybe.
When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it?
No, but when a hero usually slays a monster, it's usually dead afterwards.
No.
Not here, though.
So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
True. Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me.
Maybe.
All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper.
Aw.
A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Huh, weird. And where are you supposed to be?
Home.
Aw, is this your home?
And just where is home, I wonder?
Yeah.
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away.
Maybe I'm her home. We're each other's homes, yeah?
Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
Yeah, with her vessel.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Yeah. What do you want from me?
A way back to where I belong. This place won't let me leave. At least not alone.
Well, that's the one thing I'm not going to try to do, because once you leave, I don't get a chapter 3, and I always want me some chapter 3, so...
I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Yep, sounds about right.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things.
I'm pretty sure she can't, though.
It'd be dull.
Without
anyway.
us.
It's more interesting if we make a choice.
We'll make a choice, don't worry.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
Nope.
After all, you own me.
Oh, wow. That was creepy.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us?
I don't really want to go through that again.
She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It
Nope.
would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
I'd be curious to find that out.
Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him.
The narrator.
I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
Alright, you're kind of making me want to let her in.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
This would just be temporary, right? You'll leave once we're out of the cabin?
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works.
I guess.
Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long time.
That's a bit of a commitment there, princess. I don't really know you that well.
Don't much like the sound of that.
Me
It's
either.
crowded enough in here as is.
Very true.
Could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
Yeah.
That is a very dangerous train of thought.
Considering our brain can do many amazing things, apparently. Yeah, let's give it a try. Sounds great. Do it, princess. Let the princess possess you.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
At least she asked for permission first, yeah?
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you?
Yeah.
Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
Anytime. Pal?
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
You already know the answer to that question, narrator.
See you soon.
Okay, regret it. I changed my mind. I don't want that inside of me.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
That's what I was thinking, and don't worry, hero. We can. I saved man. Is she breaking
it's too late
things?
to stop now.
What's that
The
noise?
numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
Bitch! I didn't give her permission for that.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Do we die?
Come on, you've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Why is she sounding all sweet all of a sudden? Did she not just F up my whole body? I guess that was just her taking it over?
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
Yeah, she said that before too in one of our previous parts.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
What?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass.
Ouch.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Continue on with that, because I am also kind of curious.
Who cares what we are?
I do?
We exist. That's all that matters.
In my head, and does that mean you really do exist? Or just a figment of my imagination?
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
A shard of broken glass, like a shard of broken mirror?
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
Nope.
No, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about him.
Oh, yes.
You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the
This
one who
guy?
pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
This, path is very insightful.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
She's inside of us.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Can you blame me? It's what I always do.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
I don't know about that, though.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
How are we gonna slay the princess now that she's inside of us? I can't think straight. There's too much noise.
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time and everything will be fine.
She is so good at being sweet and manipulative, but I've seen her dark and nasty side too, so I know it's all fake.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her.
Yeah, I believe that.
One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
That does sound pretty good.
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, but I don't want to leave the cabin because that means no chapter 3, and I definitely want a chapter 3. Should we try slaying the princess? I'm kind of curious how that'll go. Let's do it. Let's slay the princess.
Isn't that an interesting idea?
I thought so.
I hadn't even considered it as an option.
Me either.
Slaying her would slay you. Are you sure you're willing to do that?
Shit, oops.
Of course we're sure. The decision has already been made.
You know, I should have figured that was what would be coming.
All right then. Better this than ferrying her out of here.
Yeah, I didn't think this through.
What do you think you're doing?
Ooh.
Hear that? She's scared. No point wasting more time. Do it. You lift the blade,
not again.
then plunge it deep into your guts. Pain spreads quickly through your torso as you attempt to turn its edge up towards your heart.
Oh my god. Twice in my playthrough? Damn.
No!
Excuse me?
Her spirit bound to your prison of flesh, as she had once been bound to the basement's prison of stone, cries out in agony as you slice through organ and muscle.
Ew.
Your skin roils and
Oh,
boxes
she's coming out.
and pushes against it from the inside. Bits of her seep through, white and glowing with ethereal light, but still the walls of your prison hold.
Interesting.
Is this really what you wanted?
No.
Do you hate me so much that you would kill yourself just to deny me freedom?
I mean, honestly, no. I just want a chapter 3 woman.
Yes, he would. Because he knows what's at stake, and he knows what will happen if you leave this place.
Well, if the narrator says so, then I guess it must be true.
Not so sure about all of that. Don't be modest. You're a hero.
Dang right I am.
Do you think I'm just going to stick around while you die? Hell no, I'm leaving.
Okay, see ya.
Try if you want. But I think this is an end for all of us.
When we go down, we both go down.
Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out!
The princess's form continues struggling to pull itself out of you, but the effort is in vain.
Wow, she can't get
You
out.
collapse to your knees.
Oh,
Your vision blurs,
Oh.
then starts to fade.
look at this. You can see her skull. I think.
And then what happens?
Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no.
I think he's gone.
No,
Just
no.
like everything else.
No.
He dead?
I guess.
No. I don't think so.
I guess technically
This
you...
is different than it was last time.
Ew, hey. As the voices in your head debate amongst themselves, the form of the princess crawls from your body and into the vast nothing surrounding
Do
you.
you think we're done?
Nope.
Do you?
God, she just switches it on and off like that, man. Okay. Since this is the last part, I am actually going to go back because I do not want to commit to this ending for the end. We're going back and we are going to try something else and hopefully get a chapter 3. And this time we're going to try to slay her, though I have no idea how the heck you slay a ghost. Or we're going to find out.
Without a
Slay the
moment's
princess.
hesitation, you lash out with your blade.
Yeah.
It's like you're slashing at air.
Yeah.
No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured would happen. Yeah.
You're adorable when you're confused. But I didn't say you could touch me.
Lucky for you, I can't.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
Pretty much. Slay the princess harder.
This path is already worn by travel and has been seen by one of my many eyes. You cannot walk it again. Change your course.
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Weird. What do you want from me?
I want you to make things right. I want you to set me free.
Not happening, lady.
This place won't let me leave, but you seem to come and go as you please. So help me out. Let me in. And maybe all of this can be water under the bridge.
Nah.
You owe me.
Nope. I think the only way we're gonna get a chapter 3 on this one is if we get her to somehow kill us.
Maybe we should
Yeah?
have just left her here.
Maybe.
Maybe we should still just leave her here.
I guess we could do
If she can't get
that.
out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? Hasn't gotten out and can't
Okay,
be
we've been
dull.
through this.
It's more.
Yeah, we will make a
absolutely-
choice.
Is she
Don't
asking if
worry.
she can? She is. Would
She is,
now?
yeah. All right. I need to think on this.
Take your time. I'll be waiting. I'm very good at waiting.
I imagine you are. Okay, team. I'm out of ideas. Thoughts?
She might be making it hard for us to kill her body, but those bones look very, very real. Maybe breaking them breaks her.
Interesting, Cold. I like the way you think.
Or maybe burying them would put her to rest.
Ooh, I like that even better. Let's do that.
Don't take any piece of her outside of this cabin. Maybe you should stop looking for loopholes and try harder to actually slay her.
Care to offer some actual useful information there, narrator?
But we are trying.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're trying to do right now. If I knew I had to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you.
And if I knew you were going to murder me without even knowing who I was, I wouldn't have given you the chance.
Fair enough.
We all make mistakes.
That's legitimately so creepy. Okay. Stop playing the victim. You threatened to me last time. Did you?
Well, yeah. You brought a knife with you. Was I supposed to just welcome you with open arms when you obviously had stabbing on the mind?
No, definitely not. That knife could have been for anything.
It could have, but it wasn't.
True.
You can't blame me for threatening a would-be knife-wielding murderer. Especially when that would-be knife-wielding murderer became an actual knife-wielding murderer.
Yeah, she's definitely not wrong. What if I buried your bones outside?
Those are just bones. They aren't me. Bury them, destroy them, whatever. That dusty pile of death is just a reminder of what you've done. It's not a fix for anything.
Alright, princess. Gonna do this the hard way. You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me?
A boring question with an easy answer. Nothing.
Ouch.
She's dead. Dead things can't hurt us.
She can't possess us, though.
That's for you to know, and for you to wonder about. Maybe I can't do anything to you.
Maybe.
See?
Or maybe I can rip your heart out.
Interesting. I'd like to see you try, princess. Come at me.
Who's to say? Really?
I'm challenging you to do it. Please show me you can.
I don't like the uncertainty here. I don't know what to do or who to trust.
Yeah, me either, hero. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, killer.
I am, though.
The princess grabs
Am
your
I?
wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm.
she
Her
can touch
eyes
us.
still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
Me too.
I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here. I just want to go home.
Okay,
I'm
we've been
so
through
cold
this.
with you.
What if I just say no?
Then I won't hitch a ride.
Oh, that's fair. You won't hitch a ride if I say no, or you can't hitch a ride.
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't tell you.
Typical.
But it'll be easier for both of us if you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
I'm starting to think we kind of have no choice
Maybe
here.
for her, but it's crowded enough in here as is.
Yeah, been through
You
this.
won't have to feel.
Let's try slaying her again. Slay the
Without a
princess.
moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade.
Will it work this time?
It's like you're slashing at air.
Yeah, this literally already happened. Yeah, we
You're
did
adorable
this.
when you're confused. But
I am
so you could touch me.
very confused.
Why are you even here?
We're just going around in
Just making
circles.
sure you finish the job, or what?
All right, of course I attacked you. You're supposed to end the world. That's why I killed you last time too.
So, that's where the hostility comes from. I don't know where you got that idea.
Well, were you going to end the world? Would you end it if you could?
Well, killer, what does it mean for something to end anyway? You ended me, but I'm still right here in front of you, aren't I?
Yeah.
You apparently ended, too. Yet here you are, and you don't even look any different.
After seeing what you've seen, how can you be sure anything ends?
I hate when she does that.
I see her point. Everything here is so impermanent, always shifting. The end of one thing just leads to the start of another.
Yeah, new parallel universes, basically. Things end. Things have to end. This sentence just ended.
Oh, come on. I'm floating here despite your best efforts. You can't pretend that doesn't mess with the whole concept of ending.
That's true. It's a yes or no question. Do you want to end the world?
I already gave you my answer. All I want to do is leave. All I want to do is stop feeling trapped. I couldn't give a damn about the world. I can't even remember what it's like.
Well,
I think that's all the answer we're gonna get out of her.
I think so. Leave it at that. Okay, I guess I don't get a choice. I've given it enough thought, apparently. Let's get you out of here. Let the princess possess you.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
I don't think we can get a chapter 3 here.
Thanks for the body, killer.
Yeah, no
What
problem.
are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to
I
tell
didn't
you?
have a choice. Narrator, you didn't give me a choice. Skip. All right. Let's get
Your
back
eyes
to a new
flick back open
decision.
as you get-
I guess try leaving the basement?
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
I don't think you have a home, princess, unfortunately.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do.
I don't know if he does.
Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't
She
that mean
doesn't.
that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
Ah, it could.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Yeah, narrator, do something to stop us. Kill the princess. I want a chapter 3.
It's because he can't stop me. Why do you think he sent you here?
That's true, we do know this.
I hate to admit it, but she's not wrong.
Yeah.
It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine.
It's weird seeing the cabin from this angle.
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
All right, to be fair, I didn't get a decision in this whole situation, right? You were there, you saw, we had to let her possess us. We couldn't slay a ghost. Trudge forward, I guess.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
Finally. Finally.
Yeah, I guess. Enjoy your freedom,
You lift
princess.
your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle. But you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up?
It's better than
It's
nothing.
over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Cold, what's with your weird change in tone? Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it.
Oh
Then
yeah,
the
here it
door
comes.
blows open. Collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see.
Oh, and then he's gone.
Yes?
Nothing. He's gone. And so is everything else.
Yep. Enjoy your home, princess. Hope you're happy.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
I hadn't thought of it that way. We just slayed the narrator?
But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world?
Seems so.
We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
What? That got a little confusing.
All right. Let's see if I'm stuck with you forever.
Yeah, let's see. Aw, hey. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
Guessing not. All's well that ends well, right? You lived up to your end of the bargain, so I'll live up to mine. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Yeah, this is our home. That's what I thought. See you in a few. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave, and memory returns. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
It feels so bad. Like,
Yeah, end of
you don't
everything.
need to comfort him.
I always need to comfort him. He's my hero. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
If you say so, we'll trust you.
Good.
Whatever makes you happy.
Thanks, Cold. Approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Explore. Are you and me? Yep, there's the crow.
I think you know what I am.
He is. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image and the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass, like the voices in her head, apparently. Oof. All right. We're going to ask a few questions, because I think there were quite a few I didn't ask the first time, but I don't remember exactly, so bear with me. I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away and stop asking questions?
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade.
Yeah.
But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Nobody tell him. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that?
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
Fair enough. What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you.
Oh, wow.
I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you
Right.
after all, and I'm what's left of him.
Huh.
Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that. Others like you. You said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different? I do believe we already know that. I'm just going to say I have so many questions for you.
Then ask them, and make it quick.
Yeah, that's what I
won't last
figured.
for long now that you can see me.
Yep. Got a couple more. If you made me, then what am I? The long quiet. Yeah, I already did this one.
The
Damn
god
it.
I made to rid
I
the
wasted
world
one.
of death.
So he made us. Okay. Are you a god or were you a god?
In life, I was painfully mortal. A witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something.
Right. You wanted to get rid of death.
So I made you. And I made her. And I made this place to hold you both.
Right. So he was ready to let us live in eternity in that cabin with nothing. Like, he was perfectly happy with that if it meant his world was going to be okay. Others like you said something like that before. I don't want to be a god. I want to be me.
You are you.
I think I said that one before.
If you would let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature. There's no accounting for free will.
That pesky free will.
Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request.
Sure.
The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
Nah. You made us? Out of what?
The cycle of life and death. the endless pattern of creation and destruction. I tore it in two and shaped the fraying threads into you and her.
Oh, so I'm life and she's death or something? Interesting. Or we both are both, I'm not sure. This one's always the toughest. I think you're out of time there, narrator.
So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
But will I do it? Probably not. Bye, narrator. Bye. As the final fragments of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed into the cabin one last time. Gladly. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Until... There's my girl. I've missed you, princesses. Always gorgeous.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
All of you.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Aw, I've missed you too. Yeah, I've missed you too, princess. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response and then patiently waits for you to continue. I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him.
Good, we're on the same page. Well, what happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting.
Does she always say that?
But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure I was not passive this playthrough, but that's fine, princess. Whatever you say. Also, I apologize. I am probably going to ask some of the questions I asked in my original playthrough because I do not have the best memory. So...
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitude.
I wonder if I am partially death too, then.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Probably open the doors. Don't you have a say in all of this? So why is it all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Yeah, there's so many stories we've left unfinished. Should we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions and I need answers before I can make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach. And you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Let's do this, princess. I assume we get the Spectre first. Yeah? Yeah, there she is. Hey, gorgeous.
A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers, cold as the grave, dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they do not return it.
She was pretty sweet, but I think that's only because she couldn't, being a Spectre and all.
I offer you a path to your redemption, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, And you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free.
Good thing we went with the setting her free road.
Without sin, there is no redemption.
Yeah. And I would sacrifice everything to free you again, princess.
And yet there is nothing left for you to sacrifice.
I
So long as
suppose.
you accept me with open arms.
And I might. Oh,
Thought
thorns.
is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin.
You got it, girl.
Your compassion is what freed us both, but compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
She was so sweet. That was one of the best princesses for sure. Of course I helped you. I didn't want us to hate each other.
Then help me again. We are each other's liberation.
Oh, there she is.
Suspended in the gravity of an idea that threatens to consume you. And you are alone. A tiny island caught between the death of the old world and the birth of the new. But alone is not helpless.
I absolutely adore these sections where we get to see through her eyes. Even though we can barely make out what we look like, we're looking pretty good. Adorable.
When you were confronted with my vessel's apotheosis, you chose against all odds to defy me, to hold on to your inner self with all its flaws, even in the scorching light of my divinity.
Okay, we all make mistakes, alright?
Without me, there are no externalities to resist, and it is struggle that carves meaning into consciousness.
Yeah, she sounds huge. I miss when that was you?
My threads, like yours, are unbroken. She is me as much as I was her.
Yep. Oh, the beast.
You are divine. Pray for something bigger than you that
Yeah.
stalks and slinks in shadows. But even after the pain of defeat, you return.
Oh, I remember this one well.
The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters, not the pause you mistake for an ending.
Oh, I like a few of these ones. I want to say I don't want to think of a world without you, but I also want to say the dance was good, wasn't it? Because it was. But either way, we're going to go with I don't want to think of a world without you.
Then don't.
I won't. Oh, forgot about this one.
The spirits, with violence you stranded me, and with violence I sought to twist your flesh and mine.
It chose the section where she freaking snapped her ankle in her hand. Ugh.
Forced between choosing your death and forfeiting your body, you chose agency. But agency requires action, and action requires endless tapestry of events. In your final moments, would you remove action itself from reality?
Weird question. Alright, this one's a tough one. Can you say with certainty what shape a world without you will take?
I know what I am, but I do not know what I am not. If a world without me is so unknown, then how can you be so sure you want to create it?
I'm honestly not. I'm not sure about anything in this game. Never happened, never will be. As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't.
Yeah.
There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's all I've ever wanted. I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave?
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words.
Oh,
The final peace lies with you.
I'd like to hear that. Free yourself. Did we do this before? We might have. I don't know if I tried every possible ending. I don't think so. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings, oh, this sounds familiar, spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of your cage pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not
I
yield.
love you.
Princess. I think we saw this before. Yeah, take her hand. This does look familiar. Yeah. This feels right. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. Hey, princess. Yep. The beautiful green world is so trippy. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
Sure, if you say so. There are no words, no thoughts to describe the absolute reality. It's something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Alright, there's a few good endings, but all of my favorites definitely involve not slaying the princess. Step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been and just as you always will be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. I love that ending. I don't know if I got that exact one before, but I know we did do the one where we created a world together. Either way, love it. Love this whole game. It is fantastic. Alright, we'll skip through this. There's the playlist. Okay, I'm gonna go back to a couple of the saves I did and try a couple different things, but I don't anticipate we'll see very much. But let's find out real quick. After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say it teleported. It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything and I had to kill myself to escape.
You poor thing. That must have been so frightening for you.
You know, after everything we've been through, it's nice to see someone finally sympathising with us.
Yeah.
This whole thing's been an ordeal, hasn't it?
Yep.
She doesn't mean it.
It serves you right.
I
Yep.
was pretty scared too, when you stood there not saying a word with a knife clenched in your fist. But now you know how bad it hurts to get stabbed in the chest.
It sounds like you got exactly what you're owed.
Yeah. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that and it wouldn't be hard to do it
Are we
again.
putting this to a vote? Because personally, I prefer if we didn't die again.
Same.
If that's what it comes down to, that's what it comes down to. But I don't see the point of offing ourselves just yet.
Oh, that's sweet of you to offer. But killing yourself wouldn't help either of us.
Can we
It
just
seems
do
that
that
everyone
though?
here is in agreement except for you. I shouldn't have to tell you that you shouldn't kill yourself. So please, try to keep your suicidal tendencies in check.
Yes, narrator.
Like I said, I just want to go home.
Yeah, I don't think we get the choice to do anything different. Well, I did go back to a couple of options, and I did get a few different dialogues, but no new outcomes. Either way, that concludes our second playthrough of Slay the Princess. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a third, but on the previous part, I got a few comments that led me to want to do a few more paths, and there's still so much I want to try, so I think I'll be taking a break from the game, but I probably will do at least one more playthrough. Probably as one big bulk video, or maybe even a live stream if I do finally ever get that set up. There's a couple games I really do want to play as a live stream, and this one is definitely one of them. Hopefully someday we'll see. Before I do end this though, I am curious, which princess is your favorite? Which route or path is your favorite to go through? And what's your favorite experience with this game? I'd actually have to think about mine. I'm not really sure. I might leave it in the comments below after I sleep on it. Sitting here now, I really did enjoy the Thorns experience, but I don't know if it was my favorite. I will think about it. Either way, thank you so much again for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, give it a like. If you want to see more like it, subscribe, and I do hope to see you in the next one. Bye.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
You swing at the princess once more, and once more your blade cuts through nothing as she disappears.
Really?
Her voice chides from elsewhere in the room. You whirl around, finding her hovering between you and the basement stairs, looking you over with grim disappointment. She draws in close.
I was willing to let bygones be bygones, killer. I was willing to ignore everything you did to me so we could get out of here together. All I ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find a way back home. Wherever home is.
Her eyes turn from wells of sorrow to pits of wrath as she stares into you.
I guess violence is the only language you speak.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then... Yes? Nothing happens. Are you sure about that? Something should have happened. And yet it didn't. We're fine.
Not yet, but let's see if you stay that way.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. A horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed, starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor. You swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound. But it's too little, too late. In her hand, you realize she clutches your still beating heart. It thumps unsettlingly. Did we get her? Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
See you soon, killer.
I'm afraid you'll never know. As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark, and you die.